Hello Fools, and welcome to another episode of Ask a Foolish Question with me, Andy Paul, and analyst Nate Weisshaar. So Nate, today I thought we'd take a look at my portfolio, and I'm going to ask you for some tips on what I can do to actually keep it a little more balanced. So the story is, for the last sort of 3.5 years, I've been sort of building up and building up. I've got about 18 to 20 positions. I pretty ought to know how many I have, but and I've bought different companies multiple times, and I'm sort of starting to see that I've got some larger positions, like some 10%ers. I've still got some smaller positions, but I'm getting a little nervous that some of my positions are sort of, clumping and becoming a bit bigger than I'm comfortable with. So what can I do?
Well, first step is to recognize, which you've already done, what you're uncomfortable with. The perfect investment portfolio is the one that you can sleep well with.
Okay.
It gives you no stress. All you do is invest your money and don't stress about it.
Mm-hmm.
So one way to look at your portfolio and its balance is to schedule an annual review.
Right. Okay.
And make sure that your positions are where you think they should be. And
Mm-hmm.
if you see a few positions getting larger, then perhaps there's a couple ways you can address that. Number one, you can, as you put more money into the portfolio, make sure you don't buy any more of those shares. Okay. Buy some of your other positions a little bit so you can help balance things out. Or perhaps if you have some income generators, next time you get paid a dividend, funnel that back into some of your smaller positions.
Mm-hmm. That's a good tip.
The second way you could do it is on your annual review. If you see a position you feel is oversized, you can trim that position. Take profits if you've been successful, hopefully, and take those profits and stick them in a smaller position or start a new position that you think has better growth opportunities.
And that perhaps might be something I could consider doing with perhaps a more growth-orientated share that perhaps I bought and it's gone up and it's done really well, but there's perhaps more risk associated with holding that than something like a Unilever or a Reckitt Benckiser, which is probably not going to vanish off the face of the earth overnight, as opposed to, say, a supergroup, which might be more volatile.
Yeah, exactly. And it really depends on your temperament. I mean, a lot of investors who have been very successful have ridden their winners for years.
Yeah.
And by taking those profits, you do somewhat limit the upside, but you're not selling complete positions, so you still have access to that upside. And
just reallocating the capital to make the portfolio work.
Into a situation you're able to sleep
well
at night with.
Okay. So I guess that kind of boils down to my timeline. So if I'm in my 30s, so I'm sort of investing for like 20 years out at this stage, but maybe the situation would be different for someone who's sort of primarily holding a portfolio for income. It's going to be horses for courses.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Depending on your timeline, you can absorb some more volatility. Given your long investment framework, you could accept this volatility that might come from having a position that gets oversized.
Yeah.
So it's less of a concern necessarily for you to rebalance, but someone who is close to retirement or willing to draw down from their savings may want to consider spreading their positions more evenly.
Okay. Well, that all sounds like pretty sound advice. I'm going to tootle off and take a pair of scissors to my portfolio. Kidding. And if you'd like to know more about managing your own portfolio or what shares to put in your portfolio, head over to our website at fool.co.uk.